I'm very sorry, guys. I really apologise. The last few days, I didn't bring out a few videos. I know that I didn't bring out a review for Southampton. I didn't bring out a preview and a review for the Carabao Cup game against for Spurs. And I really apologise for that. I've been away for a few days. I did go away with a few mates, and yeah, I've just been away for those few days since then. Haven't really gone on social media. Haven't really touched any technical device really. But I'm back anyway. I'm back for another preview. We're back for Burnley this time, guys. Sorry I couldn't bring out obviously previews and reviews for the Spurs game and as well as the Southampton. I mean, it was worth it anyway because they were fucking shocking defeats. Obviously, as you know, we had obviously major loss against Southampton, which was, yeah, it wasn't great on the coast, let's be honest. And then we had that fuck up against Spurs in the Carabao Cup in a game where I'm questioning Emery a little bit. But, you know, this happens, these games come around and all of a sudden, you know, we've got a lot of positions at the moment where they're just very unstable, a lot of players out of confidence all of a sudden, and we're not really looking as the way we were about 3 weeks ago. But that is the football, you know, it's the busy season, Christmas is coming fast, and all these games are picking up, and especially against in the Carabao Cup, that really shown that, you know, we really are hustling, especially defensively, and a few other key positions in the midfield. But you know, we have to take down the chinny chin chin, you know. Obviously, we had a loss against Southampton on the weekend as well. So we're going to want to come back. Burnley, as you know, third on the bottom of the ladder, not playing well at all. We had a huge loss the other week. I'm not too sure. I think it was Spurs. I think they lost against two, which was really, really demoralising for them just because it was a 90-minute winner from Spurs. And, you know, they haven't been great all season. They had a win against Brighton at home, which was a big one for them. But away from home, they've been shocking, and at home as well. So, overall, they're not doing too well. Not doing as well as they were last year. As you know, they did get into the Europa League, funny enough. But at the moment, they're just not doing the business. They've got a lot of key players like Barnes, Wood, Vokes, Westwood, Ben Mee, Tarkowski. So they've got a lot of good players as well as the likes of Joe Hart. They're just not clicking, and the likes of us, we're not playing too well at all either, and this is a game for us we can really get back to winning ways. As you know, Spurs have got Everton on the weekend as well, so that's maybe a stumbling block for them, and hopefully we can pick up ground. It's a big game for us. Chelsea are up against Leicester, so they should expect to win that, and we got to stay with the pack because a huge loss against Southampton on the weekend is not going to go down well if we're going to lose against the likes of Burnley. And as you know, we've got a fantastic record at home, especially against the likes of Burnley. We did do them really well last season, but it's going to be interesting to see how they line up. As you know, Burnley, they do normally play as a 4-4-2 formation. Lots of left wingers and right wingers and the two up top. But it'll be interesting to see how they go against us. Obviously, they played against Spurs the other day at Wembley, and they did go over 5-4-1. So it'd be interesting to see how we go with our formation. Hopefully, we don't go over 5 at the back or 3 at the back. We've got to play as more as a 4 at the back because I can see Burnley probably playing a 5 at the back again. And we cannot play the likes of Xhaka in that centre-half position. So overall, if I'm looking at the lineup going into this game against Burnley, I expect likes of Leno to start. He hasn't been really poor, but he hasn't been himself recently, and he's letting a few goals in, and it's not good. But hopefully, he can get back to his winning ways with obviously a good performance against Burnley. Defensively, this is an interesting one. We'll start with the left back position, and I'll come into the centre half position. But looking at left back, I can see Monreal starting. He hasn't been too bad. He's been alright. He's just been himself, really, Monreal. But yeah, you can see he's only just coming back from injury. But that's him in left back. Right back, obviously, we're going to have Bellerin. He is going to be out for a while, so I'm expecting the likes of Lichtsteiner to start in right back. And with the two centre halves, I probably feel as though Koscielny will be back, maybe. But it depends. Just because Mustafi is out, he's got a hamstring injury, but he can come back because his suspension is over. So I expect Koscielny to start with Socrates. Socrates is vital for this game, I feel. He has been away for a few games and he should be back for this game. And he's just a proper defender, and we're really missing him at the moment, especially with the likes of Xhaka playing in there, Maitland-Niles playing in there as well. We really are. We're just not doing well in this defensive aspect of the field. But I expect them to start. As I said, right back would be Lichtsteiner. Going for the midfield, I reckon he'll go with Torreira and a Xhaka in there. Xhaka has to come back into this midfield section of the field. He can't play as a defender. You've seen in the last 2 games, he's just been done too many times. And he's got to come back into that midfield with Torreira, because I feel like Torreira's really missing him at the moment. Guendouzi's been good, he's been alright in there, but he just doesn't have enough experience playing at the higher level against these bigger teams. So I expect Xhaka to go in there with Torreira. Going forward, I want to see the likes of Ozil back. I don't know what's going on, as you heard all the news about him, obviously not being in the team for the Carabao Cup game and coming off the bench against Southampton and doing a shocking fucking error. But I expect him to start this game, Ozil. This would be a great confidence boost for him, hopefully to get back in and get a few more goals and assists. So I expect to see him in there. Ramsey, I think he'll be on the bench for this game. It's a very important game. As you know, he's not going to be here next year, so I want to see the likes of Ozil in there. He's been missing too many games, and he needs to start this game and get a good performance under his belt. Looking at going even further, probably a left mid or right midfielder, I probably want to see Mkhitaryan starting the game. Mkhitaryan has been really good lately, actually. He has been much better. Obviously scoring 2 goals against Southampton, as you saw. I expect him to start going into this game. He has been, he's been a little bit better than his usual self. But it's been really good from him, to be honest, compared to everyone else. He's got this sort of bit more confidence going for him at the moment, taking it for on goal. So he's been alright. He hasn't been amazing, but I expect him to start this game. In the left-hand side of the field, I want to see Iwobi. As you know, hasn't been great either. He's really kind of dropping at the moment when it comes to performance-wise, but he's just got this character about him. He runs the defences, but he doesn't have this end product about him, and he struggled again against Spurs and as well as against Southampton. He needs to really pick it up, so I expect him to see him in there with the likes of Aubameyang up front. I'm just not sure. I think I might even probably go with a Lacazette and Aubameyang combination. So I feel as though Aubameyang really is, he's struggling on his own at the moment, I can see. Obviously he needs someone like Lacazette who can really partner, hold the ball up, play it around and start to look for balls for Aubameyang, because Aubameyang he looks like he's alone at the moment. He's not getting much support. He's really struggling with the likes of Mkhitaryan and Iwobi providing for him. So I expect the likes of Ozil to start with Lacazette maybe to go round. But if that's not that, it will be probably Iwobi, Mkhitaryan and Aubameyang. But we'll have to wait and see what Emery's doing, because tactically he's really mixing it up, especially with his defence aspect of the game. He's just not too sure, and he's constantly changing formation, so it'll be interesting to see how he goes against Burnley. I expect us to win this game. I'm predicting a 3-0 win. I feel it's going to be quite a confident morale sort of aspect of a game, where if we can win this, we can really take it going into the next games, because we've got likes of the Seagulls, Brighton coming up, and we've got Liverpool turning up as well. So we need to take these games thick and fast, get the wins, and I expect us to win this game 3-0. Burnley, as you know, not doing great. Away from home, they are shocking, and they did put up a good performance against Spurs, but I want to see us playing in there, and that's the reason why I think Ozil should really be starting, as it's going to be a game where, there's going to be a 5 at the back formation from Burnley. They're really going to sit back, embrace it, take the point, and hope that Southampton stumble for them. But that's my predictions for the game. Sorry about the being obviously not bringing anything out the last 3 days. As I said, I've had no service, had no internet connection, so can't really get anything out to you. But it's another video out now, so hopefully we can get the win against Burnley. And I'll speak to you then for the review after the game.